Alright guys, so me from the future, this was supposed to take about 3 hours. We gave ourselves 5 hours. It took us about 8.5 hours, so make sure you guys watch the entire video if you are trying to do this yourself. It will be for the Mk2 Cupras, Golf R, Mark 6 and the Audi S3. They should all be near enough the same. The bumper removal might be slightly different, but make sure you guys watch the full video if you are trying this yourself, because we made a lot of mistakes and that's what cost us an extra 2, 3, 4 hours. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. People, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be replacing the intercooler with an aftermarket THS intercooler that I've got. Swati and myself have cleaned it up. We've put some polish on it, so it's looking really good. So one of the main things you're going to need is a ratchet with a T20 on the end. So we'll be taking you through the steps anyway, but this is one of the main things. You can jack up the car. There are bolts in the arches, which I'll take off. So 1, 2, 3, 4 up there. Then after that, obviously I have the same ones in this arch. Then we have 4 more, so 1, 2, 3, 4. The person that sold me the intercooler has been really helpful, and he said that you don't need to take off all of the hoses and stuff. You just take off the front panel, leave the radiator and the intercooler there, and then just separate them, take the intercooler out. That way you don't need to regas the AC, and you don't need to like re-top up the coolant and drain it all and stuff like that. So yeah, so you'll need a T20 for most of the bolts. So same thing on the other side. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the steering wheel the other way, just so it gives me the space in here. You can see, it already starts to separate. Alright people, so I know I said next we will do the top, but let's do the bottom first. So there's going to be a bunch of bolts. I'm not sure how many, 1, 2, so we'll get those ones out, and then we'll take off the top ones. Then it's just a case of pulling the bumper off, and just be careful because these fog lights do have wiring in them. You don't want to just yank the bumper off and break the wiring and connectors. And if you have headlight washers on your car, or fog light washers, there's going to be a connector for that as well. So guys, I've got all of the bolts off. From underneath there's actually 6, but in here you actually need to take off this bolt as well. Yeah, so it's just next to the wheel arch, because this is holding this I guess rubber piece on to the wheel arch, so we need to get this off and then the bumper can separate. Alright people, so now you get your T30, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just remember to keep your bolts in a safe place. I'm keeping them here. We should be good to take it off now. So you release the bumper from here and here. There's 2 little clips, so let's give it a try. Okay, so this is the other side. So again, a little bit of a tug, hopefully nothing's broken. There's 3 of these clips. Just go work it out slow. And there we go. Genius me. So yeah, so that wasn't the most graceful, but there's these sort of clips that go in. So you need to pull the bumper towards you like that. 45-degree angle, as you can see by the clips. There's 3 of these clips that just pop in. And then I just had to, as you saw, just move it around from the bottom as well as here. It all came out as one piece. So you can see we've got the fog lights there, connectors. If you have headlight washers, there will be a connector here somewhere. Same thing on the other side. Fog light connector. Yeah, so try hold the phone and do this. Obviously don't want to scratch the bumper, so just lift it if you need to move it. Okay, so I just had to put the phone down for a sec. So here's the connector. Just push down on this tab and pull. There you go, you got the fog light. Let's push the tab. Wiggle it a little bit. Out. Okay, so I'm going to store the bumper inside, and then we'll start on the front panel. So while the bumper's off, feel free to give it a little clean. You can see it's quite dirty in there, and if you want to give it a clean you can. Mine's not too bad. Alright, so next thing is headlights out. There's one bolt there, one bolt there, and one bolt there, and then look who's awake. So yeah, so let's get these out, both of the headlights out. And then the person that sold me it has just messaged me saying the whole piece comes out, so the metal bar along with this plastic bit, everything just comes off. So let's get the headlights off and let's see what we're working with. These are T30. Okay, so I've got Swati here. It took forever, as it normally does with these connectors. So this is on the back of the headlight. It's one of these connectors. Yeah, so normally with these connectors, like this, the VAG ones, you just push it, pull the tab and pull it, so like that. But these headlights obviously much bigger connectors. And yeah, I don't like using the screwdriver method because you can break these tabs, and I have done it in the past. But on this one I had no choice, so I'm not sure if you have to, but I pushed it in. Then you stick a screwdriver in there halfway, you turn it so it releases that tab, and then you give it a tug. I had to sort of wiggle it and pull it at the same time, left, right, left, right. 2 long bolts are going to be for this hole, then one is that hole, there. And then the small one is for the top, because obviously it just needs to go through that much.
Both headlights are out, just to show you guys.
I had to take off the, well, Swati took off the Rame filter just to give us more space. You don't have to, but just gives you space. Alright, so we're just going to start taking off a bunch of bolts. So as I'm undoing the bolts, I'm sort of leaving them in line with where they are on the car. So I'm putting them on the floor, but I'm separating them so I sort of know where they go back. There's a bolt in there, bolt there, bolt there. We'll just do the left side, well, no, 2 in the center there. Just trying to remember the sizes. I think this was a 10mm. There should be a bolt there, and then these bigger ones, they are 16mm. There you go, 2, 3, 4.
Where's the 3-4?
That's the crash bar.
Yeah, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. The crash bar is starting to move now. Some people said you can take the crash bar off with the front panel, but I think we're just going to take it off. Look, it's just a bunch of bolts. We're going to do the bonnet catch last, obviously, because we don't want the bonnet falling. So right at the end, we'll do that. Once the panel's off, then we can just rest the bonnet down. So just to show you what it looks like, one bolt is actually missing for some reason. There's loads of bolts missing on this car. So there's the smaller ones, 3. There's one down there tucked away. So 3 10mm bolts, and then there should be 3 on this side, and there's one tucked behind this bit. So we'll just move that. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, but there's only 2. So someone's, I think this car might have been in a, I want to say an accident, but there's loads of bolts missing on the front end, like hidden away. All the bits you can see, there's all bolts, but hidden away. Just be careful because these will be really rusty. And I'm the king of rounding off bolts. Anyway, we got all of the big bolts out, got the crash bar off as you guys saw, and then sort of just dropped forward the whole thing. So it moves now, you can see it's out of place. I've just tucked it back in now for now. The bonnet cable is just clipped onto this part here with these metal clips. So I just detached it, just sort of tug it off that way, and then you get a bit of slack here. Hopefully that should be enough. I think this is where it sort of joins together. That just mounts to the metal bracket. Okay, so what I think you do is you got to just get some pliers, squash these clips inwards, and then push it through. There's also these sort of little balls that you just need to get a screwdriver under and lift up, but you also need to lift up on both sides. One there, and then push this through. As this is the piece that we just took off, you can see there's those little tabs that you just got to lift up and over, and once you've got one side out, you can just follow the screwdriver around to here, just lift this side tab out and pop it off. once you've got it off, you can see this is the mechanism for the bonnet latch, bonnet cable, bonnet release, whatever you call it. So it sits in there like that, and that cover just keeps it all on. As soon as I popped the cover off, it just popped out like that. So we'll just tuck that away there for now, just so I remember it's there and don't forget to reinstall it. So now it should be good to remove the front end. So Swati's finished having her breakfast. Can you hold the bonnet, please? So just take up the snap on the bonnet. It should come out now. This little under tray. Oh, that broke. I'm a genius.
What?
One bolt that I missed right at the beginning.
What was that laugh?
That was my life laugh.
Did you hear your laugh? That was a Ron Swanson laugh.
Oh, was it? Why do I bother?
I told you.
For you, it's all for you 105 subs as of today. Okay, this is gonna fall over my head. I'll put it back for now. There's one bolt I missed on the under tray, so I'll add a little note at the beginning of the video so you don't make this mistake. Couldn't see it at first. This is like a little rubber bung. Oh, we got it. Bloody hell. Okay, so this front whole panel is off now. Alright people, we're making progress. So I think this is the aircon radiator, I think. So there was a bolt here, and two on the other side, and it just comes off. You don't want to take all of these pipes off because then you have to regas your AC. So it's good I didn't actually take this bolt off before. For the intercooler, there's one bolt here, one on the other side as well. And I think that is it. Maybe, oh no, it looks like there's one more down there, which I left. I'm assuming one on the other side. So there was a, didn't even take the side off. So one, and two. Then the intercooler should split from the radiator, and then it's just a case of taking the hoses off. So just one clamp there and one on the other side. So I'll get those off and you'll see how it goes. Hold on. AG. C63. Right, yeah, just reaching. Let's disconnect. How's this on? This is where we need to take it out from. Because we've got the pipes over there, the S one and the other one. So we're taking the hoses off. Definitely do that first before you start taking anything apart. It was such a pain because I put everything back as you guys saw, and then undo the hoses again. If it's on a jack, it would be so much easier.
Okay, alright, yeah.
Oh, didn't sound good.
Look.
What's it on? Quick.
I don't know.
Oh, bloody hell. Put it back, no, back to near enough where it was, yeah. It doesn't like, lean it forward.
Well done, Mitch. You've done that by yourself.
There's like a little metal clip on here that you gotta loosen and pop off. I was trying to undo this at first, which obviously don't need to because it's all part of it. Depends on what you get. Like on, you can see I've started putting our one together, but I just wanted to get this side off just to see how the bend goes and stuff, because you don't want it going like this, so just the right angles. You see the back is perfect, yeah, and front, mad mash up. In here there was a lot of grease. Yeah, look, this is why you clean out your intercoolers. You see the oil in there, and I got oil and grease all over my hands from here.
You can see it.
Yeah, stinks of oil in there as well. So that's why you flush out your intercoolers when you buy a new one. You also should have these rubber mounting thingies. I am going to take the hoses off the intercooler and fit them on the car first, because then I can just line this up, pop the hoses and tighten them.
Come on, small people. Let's go for a walk.
It was a nice walk.
Off we go.
Don't forget to drop your ratchet. I came off my night shift, went straight into 3 days of straight work on the car. I'm back again tomorrow. And on my night shift, I was trying to learn some Kung Fu stuff from Dan the Booth.
Shout out Daniel's son. Hey, brat brat.
My energy just went. Clean the pipe that goes on, this pipe goes into, because there's loads of grease and oil and crap on it, and you're not going to be able to clean it again anytime soon. All of this
So clean,
is
guys.
going to go into the new intercooler.
Alright, guys, we're gonna swap phones because his phone's dying.
So, as you guys saw, we were trying for hours, literal hours, to get that hose back on, because there's the oversized portion and then it goes back to a normal. Anyway, Midge was saying that we should loosen up this side, so if you come around here quickly, this is about in the right place now, so I'll tighten it up. But we had this hose right up to there, so on the inside it ends about here, we had it going right up to there, so it was like the intercooler was sitting like that and it just wouldn't fold in because obviously this angle here. So we brought it out a little bit, and then everything just, well, no, everything didn't line up, but it got very close, and then it was just pulling the radiator this way, intercooler that way.
We deserve a fat chicken after
Been at
this.
this for like 6-7 hours already. This is my first time ever doing anything like this. Me, with Dad's help, just get like aligning it all because it was a pain. Seems to be running okay. I know there's no filter. I know there's bits missing, but we just want to make sure there's no leaks.
No leaks or anything like that, so yeah, we're good to go.
Alright guys, I made a big mistake. These rubber mounts I was talking about, I completely forgot to put them on. So we had to take the crash bar off. We were just about to do the headlights all bolted up. And then luckily Swati's around to help. My dad had to go out. So we've got the rubber mounts on. They're down there.
This took us the whole day, yeah. Obviously,
Literally up and ready by 11 and started.
if we took it to the garage, then it would have been done in like 2-3 hours. So it took us the whole day to get it done. But hey YouTube, this was for you. If my 106 subs don't appreciate this, I will cry.
I will quit YouTube.
No you won't. No you won't. Because we will find the subscribers that will appreciate it.
If anyone has made it this far, please comment. We need to know that people are actually watching this. Or dropping the kids at the pool.
Yeah, just anything.
Then people who haven't watched it this far will be like, what? What are they on about? Be exclusive. Alright, let's put some more buttons.
Can you tell how tired we are, guys? Alright, we'll see you guys in a bit because I've got to go help him. So guys, it's still nice and bright outside, isn't it? We're still at it on the car. So we've got the bumper on. Let me show you our handiwork. And now it's just fitting the screws on the bottom, which are a pain in our ass. It is now 8:15 in the evening.
So, hope you guys enjoyed the video.